Hi, my name is Olga, and today, unbalanced and tasty, I will cook for you Prague lemon cake with a strawberry twist. This recipe is more about tasty than balanced, but even super healthy diet should allow for some cheat days and a slice of delicious cake. And this cake is not too sweet at all and super delicious. So we will start by cracking 2 eggs into the bowl. Then we'll add 80 grams or 5 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 grams or 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and mix it all really well. It's best when you see that the eggs are becoming a little bit lighter in color. And now let's add 150 grams of sour cream. And we'll mix it all again really well. Now we'll add 100 grams or 5 tablespoons without top of flour, plus 24 grams or 3 tablespoons of cocoa. I use Ghirardelli cocoa. I like that one. Mixing it all really well to make one smooth, chocolatey mess of dough. Our dough is becoming more and more silky. Now we need to set our oven to 360 Fahrenheit. And now something that makes my cake different from all the other Prague cakes. I add lemon zest. I love lemons and I love adding lemon zest to almost all of my recipes, especially cakes and sweets. Now adding fresh juice of 1 lemon, mixing it all really well. Go really well on the sides, just to make sure we're mixing it all in a very smooth texture. Now it looks beautiful and silky. Now it's time to set our oven to 350 degrees. I prepared my 9-inch baking form and put some parchment paper on the bottom and on the sides. Now we put our dough into this form. See how beautiful it is. It looks almost like ganache. Smooth it a little bit. And our dough is going into the oven and will be baking for 13 to 15 minutes. It's always a good idea to check if your dough is ready by using a toothpick. The toothpick should come out completely dry and no wet spots. Our cake is looking great. Let's cool it down to the room temperature. After it's cooled to the room temperature, we're going to turn it upside down. Let's cover it with a parchment paper and a cutting board and turn it upside down. Now we're peeling parchment paper off. And look how beautiful this cake is going to be. Okay, now it's time to make cream. We'll start with adding 120 grams of condensed milk into the bowl. Then we'll add juice of 1 lemon to that condensed milk and mix it really well. Then we'll add half teaspoon or 1 gram of vanilla extract. And the last thing for the cream will be 300 grams of 20% sour cream. Mixing it all really well. Now it's time for our electric mixer. I would start on slow and then gradually will increase to the faster speed. And you can see how our cream is becoming thicker and thicker. Okay, our cream is ready. Now we're covering it with plastic and the cream is gonna go to the fridge for 20-30 minutes. While our cream is getting cooler, let's cut our pie. We need 3 slices, so we need to slice our cake in 3 thin layers. Actually, the first one, the top of the cake, we're gonna save for crumbs, just so we can use them to put on top of our cake. Here comes the top. Now let's actually cut layer number 1. Start from the sides and slowly, gradually cut into the middle. And here we go, here's the layer number 1. And now we start doing the same for the layer number 2. Our cream got nice and cool in the refrigerator. Now let's put our cream on top of every layer, just to make sure that it gets through the dough, kind of soaks through the whole cake, and becomes nice and soft and juicy and tasty. Here's layer number 2. We're covering second layer with the cream as well. We covered it fully with cream. Even the cream. Covering layer 3 with the cream, nicely, smoothly. After layer 3 is done, I would leave about 1/4 of the cream in the bowl, just so we can use it on the sides of the cake. And just like this, we're evening our cake from the top, just evening all the cream. So I also love painting, so it kind of reminds me of that process. And now I put this form on the sides of the cake. Now let's cut this drier top of the cake in small tiny pieces. And then we're just gonna make some pretty much crumbs out of it. Just imagine that we're playing with sand and it feels really nice and still warm and smells delicious. And this way we have crumbs for the top of our cake. Like I said already, 1/4 of the cream I just put in a different bowl. And while it's waiting in the fridge, we're gonna make our strawberry roses. This is how you make it. Our well-washed strawberries, we start cutting on the sides, just making cuts like this. One, and a little bit higher, next one, and a little bit higher, next one, and move it a little bit to the side. Higher, move it to the side, and you can see how roses forming. And then when we get to the middle of the strawberry, we just take the whole middle out of it. The strawberry rose is ready, and it's beautiful. Same thing we'll do with the second one. Sides, a little bit higher, just a tiny bit higher, and push to the side. A tiny bit higher, push to the side. It's a very artistic process. I love making these little roses. And then pull the middle, and our second rose is ready. Same thing is happening to the third one, and we have 3 beautiful roses to decorate our Prague lemon cake with. Now we take our cream from the refrigerator and we put it all on the sides and use this big spatula to paint over the cake again. I love painting and I love cooking. So here we go. We made it even. Please notice that my crumbs are not dry enough, so the top of the cake looks nice, but on the sides, when I started adding crumbs to the sides, they didn't cover all the sides as it's supposed to be. So it's okay. It's still delicious, but I had to use spatula to kind of make it a little bit more even. And now roses go on top. And just install it there carefully. And then we will add 2 more roses on top. I also washed about 15 very ripe blackberries. And these go on top as well. They're sweet and they will make this cake even more delicious. So our Prague lemon cake is almost ready. There's just 1 rose left. And here we go. And now we need to put our cake into the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. Our Prague lemon cake with a strawberry twist is ready. Well, let's cut a piece and give it a taste. The cake is very easy to cut. It's super soft. And the cake is simply delicious. It's soft. It's tender. It's not too sweet. It's simply delicious. You wouldn't be able to stop at 1 small piece. You will need a huge piece like I cut right here to enjoy with a cup of fruit tea. This is simply delicious. Prague lemon cake with a strawberry twist.